Coco inspires change. Swiatek and Pegula echo her privacy concerns, face screaming in fear collision AO 2026 inch. Coco Gauff's recent plea for privacy at the Australian Open has resonated far beyond her own experience, as fellow tennis stars Iga Swiatek and Jessica Pegula have voiced similar requests. The calls highlight growing concern among top players about media scrutiny and personal boundaries, especially during high-pressure Grand Slam events. Fans and analysts have noted the unity among these elite athletes, emphasizing that respect for privacy is now a central conversation in professional tennis. By speaking out, Gauff, Swiatek, and Pegula are pushing for a balance between media access and athletes' personal space, underscoring the importance of mental health and dignity in the sport. The Australian Open 2026 has delivered breathtaking tennis, unforgettable matches, and moments of raw human emotion. Yet beyond the courts, one story captured global attention. Coco Gauff raising concerns about privacy and player boundaries, sparking a conversation that resonated far beyond Melbourne. What started as a single player advocating for herself quickly became a broader movement, with fellow elite athletes Iga Swiatek and Jessica Pegula publicly echoing her concerns. The AO spotlight had shifted from scorelines to ethics, respect, and mental health, and the tennis world was watching closely. This is a story of how one young star's courage ignited dialogue among peers, fans, and the governing bodies of tennis. 1. Coco Gauff's call for privacy. Coco Gauff, already one of tennis's brightest stars at just 21, had experienced tremendous scrutiny throughout AO 2026. Viral clips capturing her off-court frustration, locker room moments exposed to public view, media debates questioning her temperament. Instead of ignoring the pressure, Coco spoke out. She emphasized that athletes are human with emotions, vulnerabilities, and personal boundaries that deserve respect. We all want to connect with fans, but there are moments that are meant to be private. It's not just about respect. It's about mental health and growth. Her honesty resonated widely, but it also challenged the tennis ecosystem to rethink how behind-the-scenes content is handled. 2. Swiatek and Pegula stepped forward. Coco's statement didn't go unnoticed by her peers. Within days, Iga Swiatek, world number 1, and Jessica Pegula, top-ranked American, publicly echoed her concerns. Swiatek, speaking during a press conference, said, "Coco has a point. Privacy matters. Not every moment should be filmed or broadcast. Athletes need space to feel, think, and prepare." Pegula added, "We all want fans to engage, but respecting boundaries is key." Coco brought attention to something we often overlook. Our lives off-court are still ours. The support from these established players amplified Coco's message, turning it from a personal concern into a shared call for systemic change. 3. Why this moment matters. For years, tennis has struggled with balancing fan engagement and player privacy. Social media and broadcasting technology make every moment accessible. Young stars face unprecedented scrutiny. Viral moments can overshadow the sport itself. Coco, Swiatek, and Pegula collectively highlighted that athlete welfare must come first, even in a hyper-connected world. This is significant because 3 top players speaking in unison sent a message to fans, media, and tournament organizers alike. Privacy is a priority, not optional. 4. The backlash and dialogue. The statement did not come without pushback. Some argue that players implicitly consent to exposure at elite tournaments, and that fans deserve behind-the-scenes access. Yet the discussion became constructive, focusing on where the line should be drawn between access and intrusion, how consent can be implemented effectively, the long-term implications for mental health and performance. This dialogue represents a shift in tennis culture, from passive observation to active responsibility. 5. Mental health in tennis. A spotlight moment. One of the key outcomes of Coco's advocacy was increased attention on mental health in professional tennis. Players under constant scrutiny can face stress, anxiety, and burnout. Young athletes may struggle with public judgment on emotional moments. Initiatives to protect player well-being have become more urgent. By framing privacy as a mental health issue, Coco inspired not just discussion but potential policy and cultural change. 6. Fans react. Empathy and engagement. The fan response has been overwhelmingly positive. Many express newfound respect for the pressures players endure. Social media hashtags like hashtag Stand with Coco and hashtag Player Privacy trended worldwide. Young fans praised athletes for advocating for themselves and their peers. Fans began understanding that behind-the-scenes content, while interesting, should never compromise dignity or mental well-being. 7. Tournament response and reflection. Australian Open officials, aware of the growing dialogue, issued a statement affirming their commitment to player welfare. We respect Coco's voice and the concerns of all players. Moving forward, we will review our media and production policies to ensure athletes' comfort and privacy are prioritized. This official response, combined with the athletes' advocacy, signaled a real potential shift in how professional tournaments handle behind-the-scenes coverage. 8. Lesson for young athletes. Coco's stand, supported by Swiatek and Pegula, demonstrates advocating for yourself is powerful. Leaders emerge at every age, not just through ranking. Mental health is as important as match strategy. Solidarity among athletes strengthens the message. Young tennis players now see a roadmap for balancing exposure, responsibility, and personal well-being. 9. The role of leadership in tennis culture. This moment highlights how elite athletes can shape tennis culture. Speaking out respectfully, supporting peers publicly, engaging fans in meaningful dialogue, encouraging organizers to prioritize welfare. Coco, Swiatek, and Pegula demonstrated leadership beyond the scoreboard, showing that athletes influence culture as much as they influence matches. 10. Media considerations, balancing access and respect. The controversy also prompted journalists and broadcasters to reflect how to share content responsibly, how to avoid sensationalizing emotional reactions, how to respect consent while engaging audiences. Journalists praised the trio of athletes for raising standards of coverage, creating an ongoing conversation about ethics in sports media. 11. The global impact of athlete advocacy. The ripple effects extend far beyond the AO. Other Grand Slam tournaments are reviewing media protocols. Supported by Swiatek and Pegula, has shown the tennis world that speaking up can lead to positive transformation. Athletes are human first. Privacy is essential. Mental health must be prioritized. Collective advocacy amplifies impact. The tennis community, fans, and tournament organizers have learned that change doesn't come from controversy alone. It comes from thoughtful, courageous voices. Final line. Australian Open 2026 will be remembered not just for champions crowned or points won, but for a movement sparked by Coco Gauff, echoed by IGA Swiatek and Jessica Pegula, reminding the world. Athletes deserve respect, boundaries, and a voice, and when they speak up, the entire sport listens. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.